What's her name?
It's a fucking earwig.
Yeah.
Like it is. Like as this song is. I like the song, but it's a bad song, right? It's like I like Commando, but it's a bad movie. Like what is going on? There's like a bunch of like white dude bros on motorbikes. Like what is going on?
This is the only song they had. That's a Len, right?
Of course it is.
It's the fucking. What's her name? I think it's Diana Ross song.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Okay, can we please turn off? Was it Len?
Yeah.
Len.
I put in Len. She said Len stole her. And then Len the plumber.
He knows where you are.
Okay, that's really funny. Oh shit, son.
God, what is
Got
it?
that Len Stoller. Yeah.
It's a short instrumental portion of the Andrea True Connections 1976 disco single, More, More, More.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that
I know
song.
that song.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. I do like disco, I have to admit.
It was good.
No, disco music, like,
No,
disco music, that whole disco suck shit was white folks. It was based in a lot of racism. It was also based on a lot of homophobia too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's actually a
I would say probably equal parts.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, 100%. But there was a podcast that did I think it's called Rewind or something like that. I'll see if I can find it. But their very first episode was about disco and how like there was just like the night disco died. It was like this big thing in a baseball game and all
they
this
started
shit.
burning. They like took all of the other records.
Right. But one of the guys, the black guy who was there, he was like a teenager and he was working there and he was like a big fan of disco. Like the night that all happened, he went and like grabbed some of the albums and all this other stuff because he was like, why is everyone like burning this music?
Yeah.
It's like, this is great. That guy ended up becoming a musician and became like one of the founders of house music.
Oh, good.
Which ended up...
What's his name?
Oh, I can't remember his name. But he was like kind of like one of the godfathers of house music. But incidentally, as much as people were like, "Oh, disco sucks," disco
was good actually.
But not only was it good, but it created house music, and house music then created a bunch of other genres. And dance music is the most popular music in the world.
Yes.
So in fact, disco not only lived but became the most popular music.
It became stronger.
Yeah, yeah. You can strike me down, but I will only become stronger. So
That's why I like house music so much.
I do
I'm
too.
a fan of disco. My father used to those tracks that disco tracks became hip hop tracks because they sampled the fuck out of them.
Yeah,
of course.
So, like,
I mean,
he was a DJ back in the 70s, so he had all those albums.
Interesting that like even the rock bands that like were trying to capitalize on the disco and like people were like, oh, that's stupid. Like
you look
some
back
of like Kiss's like best songs are like I Was Made for Loving You.
Right,
and, like,
that's a straight up disco
it's
track.
straight disco.
Yeah.
And it's real good.
But here's the thing about disco. And like, oh, I don't fuck with disco. Here's the thing. When you listen to disco, you're like, you know what you want to do? You want to dance.
Yeah.
Like, it makes you, it's like happy music. Like, who the fuck is like, oh, like angrily listening to disco in your house?
Like, it's very strange the
Rage
reaction
listening
that
to
disco
disco.
had, but then like the hair bands of the 80s dressed like the motherfuckers from the 70s.
Right.
Were dancing to disco.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
but like in a slightly edgier.
Okay, they still look like
Femme as fuck, but
Yeah,
like
still super androgynous. Okay, whatever. Disco sucks.
all right,
Yeah.
poison.
Disco's stupid. Turn on this Prince. Like, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
I never understood that.
No, it was based in racism and homophobia. It didn't make sense. So, there it is.
Well, good now that we've had a solid conversation about disco.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's start the show. Hey, you know what? I'm leaving all this in. How about that? I have 4.5 minutes of us talking about Len 90s bands. You guys missed the part where we were talking about Jumper.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah. You know what? That's probably better that that's not in there. Don't make light of suicide. That's horrible. Carrie. Anyway. Okay.
Everyone that's been on this show is a terrible person.
That's
In
accurate.
some way or another.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Micah
Except me.
is probably like
It's like what?
I was going to say pure
No,
compared to you two.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, you are not in some of the group chats
No,
between the three of us.
that's also true.
They are fun. No, he's the worst.
No. I co-sign that 100%.
Yeah, Micah is
That nigga
Worse than you two.
is worse.
Oh, he's way worse than us. He's way worse.
Like, I still stand by the fact that I am the nicest person.
Look,
Maybe
that.
it's just the fact that, like,
I don't stand by that because I don't think there is. All of us are so shitty as people that it is impossible to say that one of us is nicer. No, the bottom is still the top of normal people shitty. It's like, no, I'm sorry.
Again, I will stand by the fact that everyone that has been on the show, everyone, can be terrible.
Yeah. No, they're all...
Everybody.
No, Cam got kicked off Facebook for 3 days for saying fuck white people. And they were just like, oh,
This shit's amazing. Sure did. That's funny.
No, you know what? Tim from Mouthful of Toast.
No,
he was
fuck
on the
that.
show once.
No.
He's a good boy.
No, go back and listen to that episode.
No.
No, Tim said some shady shit too. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Not buying it. All right, let's get into it. You know what? I'm leaving all of this
That's
in.
fine.
All right, welcome to a brand new episode of the
Oh,
Nerdpocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Terrence.
What's up?
And special guest, Carrie.
What up?
Micah's going to be out for a couple weeks, so we're going to have some folks fill in. So, Carrie, you're up this week, and if you want to come back next week, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we do have plenty to talk about. Where is the docket? Okay. We do have plenty to talk about. A number of things and checked out. No science and tech this week. An interesting story in stupid and weird tech. Comic news. No question of the week, because I forgot. Lightning round, movie and TV, what the fuck, and of course trailers. So make sure you get those 5-star reviews in on iTunes. As long as they're 5 stars, we will read them on air. We don't have any new ones this week though.
Shame.
For shame.
You gotta get the bell.
We need to. Well, my dog is using it to train us to take him outside. All right, so let's jump right into checked out. There is a review up right now on the nerdpocalypse.com and also up on our YouTube channel and in the Coming Distractions podcast feed for Super Troopers 2. So I saw this. Look, if you like Super Troopers, you'll like this. Like, I mean,
It's just more of the same.
Yeah, it's more of the same. You have to be a Broken Lizards fan in order to appreciate it. That's not a slam or anything. It is what it is. So go check out the review for a little bit more information, but there's no spoilers. I did watch some of Lost in Space, the new reboot of that series on Netflix. Did either of you watch any of that?
No, I'm familiar with like the original Lost in Space, but
so this one's actually kind of interesting, right? So there's the Robinson family. It's the mother, the father, Will, who's the youngest son, and then he has 2 sisters, one of which is the black girl from the trailer, right? Because we were like, she just like a scientist, or she adopted. Like, why is it they felt the need to like weirdly like token her in? But she is their adopted daughter. So what's actually interesting about this is the young black girl does like a lot of heavy lifting in the first episode. Like a lot of emotional heavy lifting, which was kind of
I
interesting.
was about to say like a slave.
literally lifting boxes into the ship. Like, wow.
yikes.
Can you imagine? Like, that's all she does the whole time? Like, this is offensive. No, she does a lot of emotional heavy lifting. She was actually very, very good young actress. But what I like about the series so far is they do a good job of not making the family like, we all love each other and everything's perfect. Like, you see, like...
There's tension.
There's a lot. Everyone hates each other. Like they're like, I'm stuck on this fucking planet. I hate all of you. Like they all have like little, not real like ticky tack problems, like real actual problems with each other, and they kind of appear throughout what's going on, right?
Okay.
And they do at least in the first episode, they do these flashbacks to them getting trained to go on the mission. So then you kind of get an understanding a little bit more, because it starts out with them sitting at this table inside this ship as there's like an emergency happening, right? And they crash land on this planet. But then it sort of flashes back and you find out like the dad is like a military guy and he's been gone a lot of months, and the mom is a scientist. Like the mom, this is also very different from the original. The mom is the brains of the team. Like she's the super brains of the team. And so she's like, the world is in like this crazy chaos. And so they join this situation, which is like slowly being revealed, of these people who are supposed to be colonizing this other planets and stuff like that. And so she gets her kids certified through this program to be on the ship. She gets him certified, herself certified, and so they go, and then shit goes down. But what's cool is the first problem, and I imagine this will be kind of what the series is like. They go from like point A to point B, and then they encounter a problem, and then it's constantly like, because that's what the original series was, right? They're like, oh, they're always in peril because they're on this foreign planet. Well, what happens is, I don't want to spoil it because it's actually kind of cool how they do it, but it very much feels like the Star Trek movies, like the good Star Trek movies, like the newer ones, right? Like in this thing that happens to them, you're like, oh, all right, that was like a cool effect and all this other shit, and then it's kind of a race against time to save somebody. And that's in the first episode. That's when Will meets this alien robot that ends up saving him, and then the alien robot is also crash landed on this planet.
It's the Danger Will Robinson robot.
Right. But what's interesting is they allude to something, and I won't give it away. They allude to a background about the robot that makes for, like, that story is going to come to a head. Yeah. That's really fucking interesting. So, it's pretty good. Like, it looks great. Like, it looks fantastic.
How's Parker Posey?
She really shows up at the very end, or I think the very beginning of the second episode. She's good. And her role, like everybody else, is just slowly being revealed.
Right.
She's a shady character.
The thing about, like, Parker Posey's acting career, she's very much been sort of steeped in improv and primarily comedy. So to see her in a very serious role compared to, like...
Yeah, and she's like a villain.
Yeah. It's interesting, because, like, I saw her in the trailer and I was like,
But she's doing well. Like, I like Parker Posey a lot. My only thing with her is always, I'd like to see her in more things.
Yeah.
Like, that's always been my thing. I'm like, why are you only in, like, one movie every 4 years? It's super weird. Because she's very talented. But, yeah, so far I'm digging Lost in Space. And I think a lot of people in the fan group are really digging it, too. But it looks good. I mean, it's impressively done. They definitely spent some serious money. Somebody watched A Quiet Place? Is that you?
I didn't do it.
Nope.
Oh, I guess Micah probably put that on there before. Actually, yeah, he actually really enjoyed it. I talked to him a little bit about it. I assume My Hero Academia.
That's me.
Is you? Yeah, that sounds Japanese as fuck.
Yeah, so My Hero Academia, it's been running. It just started its third season, and I've been told for years that I need to be watching it. And so I finally sat down on.
This is an anime?
Yeah, okay. I sat down on Crunchyroll and I started watching it, and I blasted through the first season last weekend, and I'm...
What's the premise, I guess? So
My Hero Academia, it's basically, eventually people start developing superpowers. Excellent. And eventually 80% of the world's population has some sort of power that's called a quirk. And so it follows this young kid, Izuku Midoriya. His nickname is just Deku. So it follows Deku, and he does not have a quirk. He is referred to as quirkless. So he, he's always idolized heroes. He wanted to be a hero. He's done all these notebooks on heroes and whatnot. And his favorite hero is called All Might. And All Might is... basically, he's drawn like a Western comic book character. So he's like very sort of Dorito shaped and blonde hair and very muscular. And he's basically Superman. Yeah. And there's basically, after a chance encounter with All Might, he learns that All Might did not get his quirk naturally, that it was given to him. Okay. And because Izuku basically proved that, like, he has what it takes to be a hero, because he, like, despite the fact that he had no power, he saw that his classmate was in trouble, and he just, like, his body moved before he had the chance to even really think about it. So All Might trains Izuku and then gives him his quirk, which is like superpower and whatnot. The problem is that Izuku doesn't know how to, like, control it quite yet. So it's like he gets into this high school that's basically like, we're training the next generation of, like, pro heroes. And during the, like, examination, he's up against this huge robot, and, like, he jumps into the air, like, springs, fucking flying into the air. But, like, the force that it took to do that breaks both of his legs. And then he destroys this giant thing, and like the force of actually destroying this giant like 5-story tall robot breaks his arm. So, you know, he's healed and whatnot, but like it's one of those things where it's like he's going through sort of superhero high school,
like puberty.
Yeah, but like cannon. He just like he's a glass cannon, exactly that. And so it's interesting, and it's one of those things where like it's very much like an anime or a manga if you want to read it, because that's out as well. I think Viz is publishing it. It's an anime for people who don't watch anime. Like it's an anime for
so for me then.
Yeah, for like more Western sensibilities. It's very much like it appeals to the sort of like Western American idea of what a superhero is. It's sort of like reverse X-Men, where it's like
everybody has the powers. Okay. Yeah, I dig it. I like the concept of that. That's kind of dope.
It's really good. It's really well animated. It's on Crunchyroll. You can watch it for nothing. So
all right, there you go. Okay, let's slide over to Stupid Tech this week. This is the Zuck. This device is designed to restore calmness and serenity to the mind and body. So, if you ever have a headache or you're feeling really, upset or like under pressure or whatever, you can just take this thing and it just pushes air into your stupid head, and apparently that's supposed to help you.
Yo,
don't you
use this to like suck liquid out of a baby's fucking ear when they're a child?
Yeah, or like to get snot out of their nose.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, but it's for
adults. Here, go ahead
you buying this? It's $27 for one.
Dude, I can get a fucking baby eyedropper for like $1.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's for one pack. I think one pack is $5. Maybe?
A pack? What the fuck is it? Wait, I'm confused now. What do you need?
I don't understand.
Oh, no, it is one. I'm sorry. I thought it was multiple.
So you're trying to change the pressure.
So instead of medication or expensive supplements, you just blow air into your fucking head.
Well, and I guess it pulls air out into this magical device. This, by the way, has been funded.
Like 5 times over.
Because people.
Yes.
By 1,500 people who clearly don't know how to they don't have any black parents who just go lay down. Just go lay down.
It says altered tension plus pressure. Inner ear pressure modulation has shown to promote the change in tension, stress, and pressure inside the head for
according
most
to who?
Individuals.
Where's the studies? Yeah. Where's the evidence to back any of this shit up? Is Gwyneth Paltrow responsible for this?
This is definitely
goop?
This is definitely
shit out of a bunch of people.
This is definitely a goop situation.
Nah, this is literally a baby eyedropper. Okay, let me see. How does this work exactly?
Here it says the science.
Okay.
Deflate. Wait,
it says
whoa.
Zoc works by altering pressure inside the head through 2 different methods. 1, by deflating Zoc before placing into the outer ear to create negative pressure, or 2, by carrying out a series of small pumps to create a constant motion against the tympanic membrane.
Yo, I swear to God, yeah.
Are you buying?
I do like how they got the most basic looking white woman to demonstrate.
Well, who else is gonna buy this?
This is also true.
I mean, in fairness,
so basically,
you got to go right at your demographic,
right?
So you squeeze it, and then you put it in your ear, and that sucks out. You put it in your ear, and you squeeze it, and that pushes air in, like a.
The answer
just
to a stress
put your head
out.
next to a fan. Like, who cares? This is stupid.
You know what you do if you have too much pressure inside? Or doing it now. You yawn, and then your ears pop, and then you feel better.
Or you hold your fucking nose and blow.
Yeah.
I've never been able to do that.
Really?
You're on a plane.
Wow. You've never popped your own ears on a plane?
By blowing? No. I yawn, and then I pop. But I've never, forced it to pop.
But you could if you wanted. You're just saying you just never have. Or you just
here's
can't.
the thing, I've tried, and, I don't know. Maybe it's because
Maybe this is actually a product for somebody. Carrie, you might be more basic than you think.
Shit.
If you can.
Yeah, this is stupid.
Like, you have a Starbucks on your way here?
No. I do have the app on my phone, though.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. Survey says basic.
Yo, these fucking videos.
The video is pretty hilarious.
Yo, this nigga just put it in his ear and just let it just kind of sit there. What the fuck is going on? Why are people? That woman looks wild.
I'm done with this.
Her.
Yeah, she looks like if a big game cat like became a person, like Manimal. Like she looks like a puma. She looks.
Is that why they call them cougars?
Clay.
She is not a cougar. I mean, she might be, but no.
She's got her cheeks and it look like they like put more clay around the fucking.
Oh no, she's
side
got
of her
fucking
eyes.
Botox all up in that face.
Oh yeah, her forehead is shiny as a bowling ball. Get out of here. Don't
This
do
is
drugs,
stupid.
kids.
Like.
So you're not paying $27 for this?
You can go to a fucking store and get one for your child. It's the same goddamn thing. It's literally the same thing.
So is your answer no?
Yes. My answer is absolutely 100% no.
I don't believe you, but okay.
That's fine.
My new puppy is upstairs freaking out.
Wildin'.
Yeah, he's wild. All right, comic news this week. So it looks like the young children of Sue and Reed Richards are going to be joining the Fantastic Four in the upcoming comic, I guess this summer, which is kind of cool. Obviously, that's Franklin and Valeria, but we've always seen them as sort of like relatively like small kids, like 10-ish maybe.
Yeah, so like now they're teenagers.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Good.
But this is 6.
Yeah,
They're called the Fantastic Four. I counted 6.
Well, that's true. You're good at the numbers. But I the thing is, the Fantastic Four is they all have the 4 emblem, and if you look at what we assume is Franklin and Valeria, they have double F on there. So I guess the Future Foundation. So
Maybe.
yeah,
Or Fantastic Four.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Should they change the name of the team? Should they be like, they can't do Sinister Six, right?
No.
Yeah, I feel like you got to just leave it at Fantastic Four.
Plus
They
2.
really pigeonholed themselves
Yeah,
there.
they really did.
In the fucking 60s, they were like, they'll never have kids. Oops.
Whoops.
Turns out. So that's cool. I always enjoy stories with Franklin because Franklin has the power of all powers.
Yeah.
Like he can do anything. It's like one of his powers. He can bend reality. Well, you don't really need any other powers, do you? Hey, look, you're not here now. He's basically a walking infinity gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how, Terrence, you don't really read comics ever, but
Yes, that's true.
you know how Galactus has a herald who's a Silver Surfer, right? Like that's his homeboy, right?
Yes. I fought him in Marvel's Capcom 3.
Yeah, thank you. I assumed. Franklin's herald, this is how powerful Franklin is. Franklin's herald is Galactus. Like he's just like,
So what's the fucking point?
well, in the future, like Franklin is an adult. He's not an adult in like the regular timeline of comics, but they always jump to him and like, this is Franklin from the future, like because again he can bend reality.
He's just
so
a
he just
god.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just a god because he's not only does he have powers from his parents, he's also a mutant, like just
Okay.
naturally a mutant. So he's just a ridiculous level character.
he's what you call a Gary Stew.
Yeah, he is. He is right. He's got all the powers, but that's never relevant for male characters for some reason.
Speaking of comics,
Yes.
I feel like we should probably mention that this past Wednesday was the 80th anniversary of Action Comics #1.
Yes. Poor Superman.
Did either of you read Action 1000?
No,
Okay,
I haven't
did.
read
I don't know
I haven't
what
read a
that
DC
means.
comic in
I read Action
year.
1000 because I didn't have to pay for it.
oh.
I thought it was good because it's basically, it's an 80-page issue appropriately. And it's a bunch of like sort of shorter stories, a bunch of different comic artists sort of like,
All on Superman though.
yeah, all Superman stories. And like it was really good. And maybe hit me in the good feel spot about Superman.
I like Superman. I think Superman gets a bad rap.
I think Superman really does get a bad rap because it's been obvious for quite a long time that Batman is the more popular character. But we wouldn't have superheroes, much less really comic books in general, if not for Superman.
Yeah,
So-
like that is a demonstrable fact.
It was, there were, sort of masked vigilante characters before Superman, but he was the first costumed superhero, and then everything else came after. Yeah. If not for Superman, we wouldn't be here.
I mean,
there wouldn't be a show.
I mean, no, there wouldn't be. But the funny thing is, you know how he's the first, or at least the pinnacle, most important, because of his name.
Superman.
Yeah, Superman. That was it. Like, so what superpowers does he have? I don't know, but he's a Superman.
Yeah.
Like, that's all and like, Batman isn't that far down, because it was like, he dresses like a bat. A Batman. Yeah. Like, they didn't have clever names.
Right.
They were like, wow, I wonder what that woman's powers are. Wonder Woman. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't super creative back then. But that's how you know. It's like, the name was just like very plainly stated. But it is cool to imagine that Superman has been around for 80 years. I am still very saddened by the fact that Superman has not had a good movie. I mean, before Man of Steel, in decades. Like, that's ridiculous.
Like, the first two Superman movies with Christopher Reeve was...
They were great.
They were good.
Right.
And then...
I mean, in fairness to me, like... my experience, I know not everybody feels this way, but my experience, like, a lot of people didn't see, like, a lot of people who are big comic book fans now didn't see the original Superman movies until, like, they were older, right? Like, you're too old, you're fucking jaded, you're like, the CGI is terrible, because it is, right? But I saw the original Superman movies, like, the original came out, I think, in 78, 77, something like that.
Mid-late 70s,
yeah. Like, I saw the first Superman movie when I was, like, 5. So it was like 85. I was the prime target for that movie. I was like, yo, this guy can fly for real. Like, this shit is amazing. Like, I remember it blew my fucking mind to see that. I thought it was the coolest thing. And, like, for me, those movies will always have a place. I'm not one of those people like, oh, it's the greatest Superman movie. No, it just simply isn't.
Right.
Okay? Like, Man of Steel's a better movie. But, even though there's like 12 9/11s at the end. I mean, that's just a fact. But those movies... you wouldn't have the Avengers if those movies didn't exist.
No.
Like, you just wouldn't, because, like, people... I think people just think, like, oh, Marvel showed up and then it was all good. Like, no, dude. Like,
and to, like,
all that shit
to go
came
back
from it.
even further, you wouldn't have those movies if not for the popularity of The Adventures of Superman and then the Batman show in the 60s.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if... I assume neither of you ever watched Adventures of Superman.
Very little.
I mean,
which one is that?
With George Reeves?
That's
from the 50s?
1954 when that first started. So that was
an alcoholic.
Huh?
Oh, definitely.
Wasn't he an alcoholic?
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of questions about his death still,
Yeah,
even to
yeah.
this day.
Here's a fun movie
He
fact.
jumped out a window because he thought he could fly.
No, he fucking shot himself.
Well, that sucks.
That's what it was ruled. It was ruled a
He jumped out a
suicide.
window
Do you want me to play
and-
Jumper
and-
again?
But
Not acceptable.
the
Well, here's a fun... just to cut you off for one quick second. Fun fact. Ben Affleck has both played Batman.
and Superman, because in Hollywoodland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
George
played
Reeves.
the drunk.
He did.
Did he play the drunk? Did he just like?
He was like,
I was like, I'm
this
good.
suit.
I'm just gonna
Like-
walk around with this
Like,
Superman
dude, you're
suit.
not in this movie. He was like, fuck
Right.
you. I'm Batman.
But yeah, so like Adventures of Superman was what my father grew up watching.
Yeah, right.
So I grew up sort of like, we had I think a couple episodes on like a VHS tape, and so like
that's kind of where I saw
yeah,
it.
so it's like I really like the old Adventures of Superman. Like, it's very wholesome, very mid 1950s, post World War II kind of like stuff. But
I think he used to come on Nick at Night.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think
Back
I've
when they
seen
were
a few.
showing like I Love Lucy and shit. Yeah, I remember
I've seen
that.
a couple episodes of that show. It scared me.
But for me, like, I never met my dad's father because he
Right.
died before I was born. But George Reeves, when he's in his Clark Kent outfit, looks exactly like my grandfather. So that's why I think,
Oh, that's kinda
like,
cool.
when my dad was little, I think he was very much drawn to that show because he was like, "Is my dad Superman?"
No, your dad is not Superman. Is my dad a
The
drunk?
thing is, like, he was not a drunk. He was a war hero.
A lot of war heroes are drunks, but anyway, go ahead.
The thing about George Reeves' Superman is that a lot of kids just like really thought he was Superman. And like when he would like
kids in the 50s were dumb.
There's like I don't know if it's an urban legend or if it was like actually true, but like at one point he was making like an appearance as Superman, and like a kid brought his fucking dad's gun and it was loaded. And
you can dodge bullets.
he was like, you know, he was like I think like as the story goes, the kid was like, well, they won't hurt you, and he was like, you're right there, they won't hurt me, but they'll ricochet off of me and hurt someone else, so give me the gun. And he just gave him the gun.
That theory. No, that's crazy.
Kids are wilding.
He would give the cape off of. There's a lot of like old George Reeves capes that have hit auction and whatnot. Cool. So he would give his cape to kids, and the problem was that some kids thought that the cape made them
invincible,
fly.
So those kids would jumping out windows.
Some kids seriously hurt themselves, and then he just started giving them like the S. Off
that's probably a better idea. And then they saw the shitty Superman movie later on. They were like, if I throw it, it's like a bag around the villain. Like that's not a thing. That's not a Superman power at all.
Nope, it's
throwing the S is not a thing, guys.
But in any case, Superman's good.
Yeah, man.
80 years.
I do think, I mean, look, some people say it's really hard to write Superman because he has all powers, and you don't want to just keep doing the he loses his power story, which is true.
I'm looking forward to the Brian Michael Bendis take because...
Oh, is that what he's going to be writing? All right, that's cool. Like, that I will probably read.
The thing is, the Action 1000... like the last thing in there, and like it sucks because like it's kind of a tonal whiplash because it's like you get all these like happy reflective stories about how important Superman is, now everyone loves Superman, and then like the last chapter is like a preview of the Bendis story, and it's just like very serious and like looking at like what actually caused like the death of Krypton and whatnot, and it's like,
all right, cool. So he's gonna start at the beginning. I'm down for that. I like Bendis a lot. I think he does some really good work, but I will be very interested to see how DC handles Superman going forward in the movies, especially just because you've got a good fucking Superman. You've got him.
Henry Cavill's a good Superman.
Yeah, he's got the look. He's got the swagger. He's got all that shit.
Man, R.I.P. Brandon Routh.
Could you just give him a fucking movie? Like, just give him a movie worth a damn. By the way, if DC was smart, on the 80th anniversary, that would have been a really good time to be like, Man of Steel's coming out on this date. That Man of Steel 2, that would have been an awesome thing. Like, hey, guys, like Superman? Bam! Guess who's directing it?
Now in development.
That would have been fucking awesome. And then people would be like, oh, shit! But of course,
on a day where everyone's excited about Superman.
Aquaman's coming up. Like, thanks.
Right. Good. Yeah, Henry Cavill is wasted on the DCEU.
Yep. He should just be,
you know who they should have... They should have just fucking kept Brandon Routh.
Why not? He's tall enough.
He looked like Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the fucking look.
And now he's the Atom.
And you know what? I think he's having a better time than fucking Henry Cavill is. Henry Cavill's like, yeah, you need a robot buddy? Like, I'll just come hang out over there. Can I do something? This network of movies sucks. Please.
I still I guess they were promoting Batman vs Superman or whatever, and Henry Cavill was like literally walking around Times Square just in like as Clark Kent, like in a t-shirt and jeans with like fake glasses on, and no one recognized him. And I'm like, and people say like, oh, Clark Kent's a stupid disguise. Okay, well, no one recognized actual fucking Superman when he had glasses on. So
when was that?
Huh?
When
they were like promoting.
I wouldn't recognize him.
I've been like, who's that jack dude? Like, why is this
dude fucking just walking around in a
t-shirt? This guy's way too big. He's got to be somebody. I don't trust it. But at the same time, I guarantee you, Chris Evans couldn't walk around like that. Like in the Marvel fucking hoodie and a hat, I guarantee people would be like, yo, that's Chris Evans. What are you doing here, Captain America? Yeah, they would, just because people care more about it.
I think that's also true.
Yeah,
but
which is sad. God damn it.
In any case.
Make sure you go to the nerdpocalypse.com/Amazon. Use that link anytime you go to Amazon. You want to buy something, it helps out the show. We get, I don't know, 0.00004% of whatever you buy there. It's really lucrative to us.
Yeah.
We're really living high on the hog off of this. But do it anyway, just because it helps. And it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's kind of dope. Yes. All right, lightning round. Terrence, you are up.
First up, new cast members joined Stranger Things season 3 so far. Since the show has an 80s motif, what's her name? Winona Ryder, Matthew Modine, Sean Astin, and Paul Reiser was in season 2.
Yeah, Paul Reiser was in season 2. Yep.
I haven't watched season 2 yet. So they're going to be bringing in Carrie Elwes. Is that his most popular movie from The Princess Bride?
And,
it's definitely his song.
I would say that's the most popular, but of course he was also in Robin Hood.
Robin Hood Men in
Tights.
Tights.
Yeah. All right.
He was also in Saw, guys.
Yeah,
remember how good he was
saw
in
his
that?
foot off at the end of that movie.
He was cute in the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, he was a big fucking star in the 80s. But they're also bringing Jake Busey.
But he's not
Because
80s.
Gary Busey is
insane.
Yeah, he's a lunatic.
Yeah, they're like, Gary Jake Busey. Yeah. Let's go the safe route. We don't need any more Amazon fires.
Yeah, Gary Busey was the 90s. He was more a 90s guy, right?
Gary Busey?
Jake Busey, sorry.
Yeah, Jake Busey definitely was in the 90s. Was he in that? He was in that movie Wildcats? And then what was that show he was on? I should text Andy. He'd know.
Dr. Drew's Celebrity Rehab.
He definitely was on there. I don't know that, but I know that.
I feel like that's the truth.
That's probably true. No, he was on something that was like the Funky Cole Medina or some stupid ass show.
No, come on.
It was no, dude. It was something utterly ridiculous.
What is a Funky Cold Medina?
If you don't know,
Wow, he's 46.
Look,
wow, Jake Busey.
I was a child when that song came out.
I don't know.
Were you born?
What year did that song come out?
I don't even remember.
That's early 90s, right?
Are you sure?
I
feel like late 80s.
Because if it was late 80s, I was not born.
I'm telling you, he was in some way. It was a really wackadoo TV show. It had a it had a stupid name, Shasta McNasty.
Oh fuck! I remember it. I vaguely remember the name.
Shasta McNasty.
I don't remember that fucking show.
Later retitled Shasta.
Yeah, just
is it American
McNasty seems a little too much.
Terrence, I was born December 27th, 89.
89? Fuck.
How old do you think I am? I am 28.
Wow.
And you are old.
I cannot disagree with that.
You'll act like I'm a literal
Funky
fetus.
Cold Medina came out the day before I turned 8. So March 18th. So you turned 9 the same day Funky Cold Medina came out.
Happy birthday!
Like,
Here's
happy
a Funky
birthday,
Cold
his tone look. Wow. Good fucking Lord.
89.
89. Wow. That is...
Wow.
There are sometimes there are good things to learn about, like, oh, my birthday is the same as so and so. Mine was the same day Funky Cold Medina came out. Wow, that is certainly something. I wasn't expecting you to say that, but sure.
You are the Funky Cold Medina.
Don't do that, because I don't need that in the fan group. I really don't, because that Photoshop is
like
coming.
Johnny,
it's Johnny
do work.
Yeah, Johnny, my face photoshopped onto fucking. Tone Loke's body. I'm sure it's coming very soon. By the way, just for people who didn't know, Shasta McNasty focused on 3 friends, Scott, Dennis, and Randy, who are part of a rap rock band, Shasta McNasty.
Wow.
After signing to Defunct Records, the 3 friends relocate from Chicago to LA.
Okay, so that came out in 1992.
No, that was late 90s.
No, that's 1990. It only lasted 2 seasons.
Okay. It lasted 2 seasons.
Yeah.
That sounds like an early 90s kind of bullshit.
No, I'm sorry. It lasted 1 season.
Okay.
1999.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I was around for that.
It was on the You People Network. That also seems...
That was when the...
I was too busy playing Pokemon, listening to the boy bands. Though to be fair, I still do that today.
By the way, can I just point out, Shasta McNasty, the biggest star from that show, was Jake Busey. He's the one with the biggest career.
Who the fuck else was in that?
Carmine Giovanzo?
Who?
Don't know who that is.
They are in a lot of just general crime shows now. Criminal Minds, Graceland, CSI New York, CSI Miami, Columbo, CSI. Oh, they were in BlackHawk Down. Okay, I don't know who this person is. They're a generic person, and then the other person is Dale
Earnhardt.
Godboldo. Wow, this is another winner. Holy shit!
Shasta McNasty.
Oh, he was on Moesha. Okay, I'm done.
Moesha.
Yikes.
I
watched that show. Yeah. He looks like...
Is he black? Is he the
Carmine Giovanazzo? He looks like Joel Kinnaman a little bit.
Oh, I just understood. I finally got the You People Network.
Yeah.
It took me a minute.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I had to think about Moesha for a second in order to be like,
yeah, you can't go around saying that. Don't do that. When people say, you just go, all right, I got it.
Get it.
You guys are clever.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say this. All right, next up.
Next up, the Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow gets a new showrunner, or gets new showrunners.
Okay.
At present, both shows have Mark Guggenheim as a co-showrunner with Wendy Miracle.
Sure.
Also on Arrow, and Phil Klemmer on Legends. Who are the new people? Who are the names?
I don't know.
The other, you don't give a fuck, do you?
I mean,
I'm gonna watch Legends. Legends season 3 just got to Netflix like the other day, so I'll check it out. Everyone says it's good.
I hope that this means that these shows will start to maybe feel fresh again.
Probably not.
I mean, the thing is, I'm sure Black Lightning is keeping its showrunner. Well, we know it is.
I have not watched that show
because the season has gotten like a lot of success. Everyone seems to really love it. Yeah. But the thing is, all of these shows did really well in the beginning.
Yeah, like the first 2 seasons, everyone was like, "Hell yeah!" And then like the 3rd season came along, and they were like,
and look, I think season 2 of The Flash really started to drop off. Or no, maybe it was the 3rd season.
It was the 3rd season because the 2nd season was really good, and then the 3rd season came along, and it was like, what if we had him face off against another speedster?
Right, and another one, and then like 7 more.
What if we made him go faster?
Like, why don't we just give Iris powers? Well, everyone is fast. Joe West is gonna have the speedster's powers, and look, I haven't watched it, so if somebody tweets at me like, actually, Joe, what's fast? I'll be like, all right, it's fine. Look, I am not rushing out to watch the new season of The Flash.
No,
I gave up in the middle of it. So I don't really super care, but the fact that I can watch it without commercials is probably a benefit. I get through it faster. All right, next up.
Next up, The Witcher for Netflix is not going to arrive until 2020.
That's fine. That means they'll do it right.
One would hope.
So,
like, again, The Witcher to me, I'm not a big fan of the time period. The game is great, but I'm not a big fan of like movies and television.
Sort of in that
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I would just.
Yeah, I mean,
like, where's it going to be a dude just fighting just.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure they'll give him some sort of sidekick.
Also, for the sake of keeping in mind like the history of The Witcher to begin with, like it was a series of novels before it was a video game.
Very popular novels in Poland.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they
one of those
fucking
Eastern
love
European
The Witcher.
countries.
You know, they gave Obama a copy of the book when he came there. That was like this presidential gift. Like, here's a copy of The Witcher, the book.
We're like, thank you.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Joe, get this bullshit out of my face. That's a terrible Obama impression. But yeah, no, people, I mean, the Polish really like that series, but apparently it's like really critically acclaimed. So
yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about the books. I've heard nothing but good things about the games. I have not read or played either.
Right.
No, the game is really good. I've put 20 something hours into it, and I don't feel like I've done anything.
Yeah.
And I'm probably not going to play it anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
it's too much.
All I know about The Witcher is that the guy who wrote the books, like, sold the video game rights to the story and the character for like a nickel, and then bitched about it. He was like, well, how was I supposed to know that these are going to be popular? And I'm like, value your work better, dumbass. Like,
how was I supposed to know my shit work was going to be good? Well, all right. I don't know.
Yeah.
And CD Projekt Red is, or Project, or whatever the fuck Brad says when he says it properly. I ain't saying that. It's Project. Nigga.
Yeah.
But they're a pretty small group of people.
They are, yeah.
And that game looks really good. So I don't understand why certain games cost so much money to make. I mean, I'm sure there's money. Is Poland? No, that's Canada. Who gives people money to make movies and shit and games?
I thought that was
like Canada. The government.
France. France, I think it was.
Yeah, one of those countries. They just kind of give people money to create content. Yeah. Create like media content. The government does.
Where do I sign up?
I don't remember. It's either France, Canada, or
Poland. It was
to be fair, France and a large part of Canada are basically the same thing.
Yeah, so
fucking Quebec.
Well, that's
this is cool. I mean, I'll check it out, but again, I'm not. I like the game.
I'll watch it when it comes out.
The character's just like a dude with a deep voice that fucks a lot of chicks.
It sounds like a show I'd watch.
And kills griffins and shit.
Yeah.
Again, you're speaking my language.
Okay.
Checking a lot of my boxes right now.
So good for them. They're taking their time.
Right,
next up, Randall Park joins the movie that's probably gonna suck.
Oh.
Which movie is that? Aquaman.
Oh. I want it to be good.
I would appreciate it if it were good.
I still haven't seen Justice League.
Yo, don't.
And I still haven't seen Batman
you know what?
Superman.
Watch it. Get drunk and watch it.
Yeah, you're gonna need
honestly,
booze for that one. You are. It's bad.
Look,
it's bad.
This is gonna be pretty controversial. It is not that much better than the X-Men movie, to me.
Which X-Men movie?
Apocalypse?
The last one.
Because I haven't seen that one.
No,
either.
that movie's garbage. That movie is pure trash.
Wait. Well, I'm confused. Why do you think that's controversial?
Because people still enjoy Justice League.
Look,
somehow.
You're allowed to like garbage.
Yeah, you are. I like garbage. I like a lot of garbage.
But you gotta know it.
You gotta stare that garbage in the face and be like,
I accept my shitty behavior. Yeah,
I still like you. Yeah, that movie. Like again, I watched it. I had a second viewing of it a couple weeks ago, and
oh really?
Yo, it's not good. Like it just isn't.
Yeah, like
it's bad.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Like. When it came out, I was like, maybe I'll see this in theaters. And then, like, the reviews came out, and I was like, pass.
I don't do that.
It's got better special effects than X-Men Apocalypse.
Is better, you're saying?
Yeah, they're better.
Okay.
I wouldn't...
I feel like I've said this before, but, like, someone in the fan group will have to send me a bottle of wine in order for me to ever watch X-Men. And
look, I still want to make you and Micah, I want to chain you two into this room and make you watch that movie.
Like it's almost like your civic duty at this point to watch
that movie. You know why you have to watch it? Because we all have to bask in the glory of when this universe is officially fucking dead and Kevin Feige comes in and just grabs up all the rights and just pours them in his mouth like I do with M&Ms, like a disgusting human being. Like, they're all mine. That is when we can look back and be like, remember how shitty this was? Like, when I watch... Like, it would be cool to see Ghost Rider on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and how well they did him, right, with Gabriel Luna. But it's way better because I had to sit through 2 shitty Ghost Rider movies, and I can look back and be like, and I go, yeah, that was bad. This is good. Like, you don't know a good day unless you have a series of shitty ones.
I mean, that's how I feel about Spider-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I really liked Spider-Man Homecoming. And I was like, wow, I really am enjoying this movie. And I remember sitting and waiting for something to happen in Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it just didn't. For like 2 hours. What was that?
I used to say that some of the older Spider-Man movies were good. I still like the very first one. The Sam Raimi one.
I think they have a place. I think
that one and the second one, those two have a place.
Yeah. I don't think they're better than Spider-Man Homecoming.
No, they're not.
But I look at Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I'm like, this is garbage.
Yeah. I like the first Amazing Spider-Man.
I do. I like the first one.
That second one, I don't know what
it suffered from every single issue that Spider-Man 3 suffered from. They
threw too much into it,
learned
first of all.
nothing. Like
they got so excited that people were like back in, and then they were just like, fuck it, throw everything. And they just fucked it up.
They shot their load, to say the least.
Yeah. And it was just like, it wasn't even like a stream. But I'm not into that. But maybe I am. I don't know. But
I'm just looking at my. I don't know what you're talking about.
If I just start my computer, this conversation will be over momentarily.
Do I need to
no, it will not.
Do I need to talk about sounding again?
No, you don't.
You can leave.
Yeah, you get the fuck out of here.
Unacceptable.
But no, I do think that's true. It did suffer from all the mistakes of Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man trilogy. And it was just like, you had him. Like, I will say this about The Amazing Spider-Man 2 that it does not get enough credit for. The opening 10 minutes of that movie are fucking awesome.
They're fun.
Like, they're damn good.
Yeah.
Of him, like, just the way it opens is super cool. Of it just fading from black into him falling and then web swinging through the city. He has the whole thing with the rhino. And all of that was great. And showing up at the graduation. If that was just a movie, I'd be like, that was a great short film they put on YouTube.
Yeah.
That was excellent. But then nothing happened, and then the super weird ending.
I remembered Electro in that movie suddenly. And
I forgot all about Jamie Foxx being in that movie.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx was Electro in that movie. Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a problem with him being Electro. I just had a problem with
dubstep.
There was just too much. I was like,
last sequence.
Dane DeHaan immediately being the Green Goblin. I was like, but we haven't even established. Okay, they killed off Norman. I was like, yo, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? So yeah.
Anyway, Aquaman. I hope it's good.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I hope it's good.
I want it to be good.
I like Randall Park. I like that dude on Fresh Off the Boat. He's cool. The dad. Yeah, he's a funny guy. So I don't know who he's playing.
Yeah, but like.
Is he playing that would be hilarious. Is he playing an underwater jester? Because he just kind of plays a funny guy all the time.
He's playing like a scientist or some shit.
Okay.
That would make sense.
That's fine. All right.
He's Asian. That's racist.
It is racist.
And last,
Dom
Hall Gleason joins New Line's The Kitchen.
That's cool.
Decent cast.
It is a pretty good cast. Have you ever read The Kitchen?
No.
I want to check it out. I've been meaning to read that before this comes out. But yeah, so he joins with Tiffany Haddish, Melissa McCarthy, and I can't remember the woman's name from what's the show on Hulu that's super depressing for women?
Right, Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah,
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, the woman from that. So, which that new season starts.
Elizabeth Moss,
and
Margot Martindale, Bill Camp, and Brian Darcy. Oh, what's his name? Brian Darcy James. Is that the guy from what is that show?
I don't know the name.
Or is that? Am I thinking someone else? Hannibal. The show.
No, that's Hugh Dancy.
Oh, I always get that DRC part mixed up with Hugh, whatever.
Yeah. No, Hugh Dancy is a psychopath. At least he is on Hannibal. All right, movie and TV news this week. The Division is getting a movie.
Why?
Terrence, you're a huge fan of The Division. You think it's one of the best games that's ever existed. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Wow.
I'm just going to clip that out and just fucking post that.
I don't understand why this is getting a movie.
Because
they are trying desperately to make a video game movie worth of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. And I think they're like, well, military action films
they do well.
America. So we're just gonna slap a fucking video game name on it and call it a day.
But this is not even a military. Like this is.
So what's the premise? Okay, so what's the premise of The Division?
The premise of The Division is like some kind of wild virus just runs rampant, and it basically quarantines the whole of New York City. And this group of people have to go out, and I think they may be ex-military, some may be ex-cops, something like that. And they go out and kind of like do shit.
Clear.
I don't know what the fuck you do in that game.
Who's the villain?
There is no villain. It's just there's a bunch of like gangs in certain areas of the city.
So it'll be more of like
it's almost like
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's almost like what's that weird ass cartoon from the 80s?
Street Sharks.
Sure.
I was gonna say the
anime, the movie.
Huh? Akira?
The one where he like pokes people and kills them.
Oh,
like
Fist of the North Star?
It's nothing like Fist of the North Star, but you know how
you know how Fist of the North Star? Yeah, it's nothing like that.
But they've got like the different factions and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but like.
By the way, have you ever seen the live action version of Fist of the North Star?
Yo, that movie's fucking terrible. What's the guy's name? Who plays? What's the guy? I don't even remember what Rio, whatever the hell his name is.
Isn't it just Ken?
Ken. Ken. What's his last name?
I don't know.
Ken Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
Ken Fist. What's your name of the North Star?
I can't remember the guy's name that played him though. It was as American dude.
I can't remember either. I'll look that up. So what are your
you know what?
What are your thoughts on The Division?
Like I don't understand. I don't know what the premise of the movie is going to be, as it's
going to be dumb.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see it being very good.
But will it be as dumb as live
Gary
action
Daniels
Fist of the North Star?
Like a fucking mullet.
Will The Division be as dumb as live action Fist of the North Star?
Nah.
That's not possible.
Castus Mandalorian, you know what?
In that shit we gotta do this for fucking No Time to Bleed now.
Oh, the live action,
because we did the animated one.
I think we might even have a better time with the live action one because it is utterly ridiculous. There's nothing about that movie that makes any sense, and it's nothing like the movie, the cartoon. Nothing. Like, it's barely.
Is there a point where like he fucking punches a guy and he's like, "You're already dead"?
Oh wait, whoa! You've never seen it?
It's. I've seen like parts of it. I haven't sat down and watched it.
I'm not ruining anything for you. No.
You
need to watch that. No, you need to watch that movie with clear eyes and an open heart, because that movie is one of the biggest pieces of garbage that's ever existed.
I'll watch it if we do it for No Time to Bleed.
That's fair.
Wow,
I don't ever want to watch that.
Vastly different now. Gary Daniels.
So yeah, The Division. I think this is just a cheap way to try to get a military shooter over as a popular.
Soft, and I think they're producing their own shit too.
Yeah. Well, didn't they do Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
That was 20% in the Animus. That was
what's Rampage looking like on
It's doing
Rotten Tomatoes.
I think it's 50% or below.
I'm about to find out.
But it has made $185 million worldwide, so you are definitely going to get a sequel to that piece of shit.
That's special.
Although the production budget was $120 million.
51%.
Oh wow, it's still
rotten.
I loved playing Rampage as a kid.
So did I. The movie was terrible.
I thought maybe. No, I'm not going to.
Don't do that to yourself.
I'm not spending money for another one of The Rock's vanity projects.
No, this is just you know what this movie was? It was just The Rock holding up a mirror to himself and just going, "Wow, I'm really awesome." Okay, now print it.
Tomb Raider at 49%. No, it's still beating it by 2 points. How much money has Tomb Raider made, though?
I think Tomb Raider actually did rather well.
Yeah, I know it's in the 100 millions at least.
I'm pretty sure it might even be in the 200 millions.
Is he talking about domestic?
Probably. The Rock is going to try to make... No, Tomb Raider's already made $268 million.
Okay.
And by the way, it made $268 on a $94 million budget. Rampage had a $120 million budget.
Yeah, we'll see what Rampage
does. Rampage might make more money, but that doesn't mean it was a bigger success.
Right.
By the way, this means you're definitely getting more Tomb Raider movies as well.
Yeah.
And hopefully the next one will be better, because
I didn't hate this one. I actually liked this one.
I haven't seen it yet.
Michael wasn't a fan of it. It's got mixed. It's mixed. Yeah. That's why it's on 49%. But yeah. But
I think it's if you got a better. I think if you got a better director, somebody who could shoot action. Perhaps they could pick the person from the Division.
David? That's right. The guy that's actually directing The Division is the guy from fucking Deadpool 2.
Yeah, and John Wick. Was it David Leitch?
Yeah.
That dude does all the action movies now. Like, it's just him and the other guy from John Wick. They're just like, cool, we made our names. Now split and like make huge careers. But I think David Leitch is the bigger name now. Like he's every week he gets announced for a fucking new project. He's cranking them out. I mean, Deadpool 2 is going to be, if he nails that deal is going to be fucking sealed for him, because they will likely bring him over when they come to Marvel too.
Yep.
Like why toss it? It doesn't make any sense. They'll just rein him in a little bit more. Because I mean, I have a feeling Deadpool 2 is going to be fucking off the fucking rails, but probably in a good way. Next up, F. Gary Gray, speaking of fine movies, F. Gary Gray is going to direct Mask.
Is this the Hasbro movie?
Yes. To kick off the Hasbro Cinematic Universe.
I cannot believe that that's about to be a thing.
You and me both. If you're not aware...
Are we bringing back Gem and the Holograms? We putting those...
They should fucking reboot it, because that piece of shit they put out was ridiculous.
Oh, you saw that, right?
Yeah, she did.
You did go see that movie.
I just offered you the screener. You chose to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was your fault.
I haven't recovered.
Look, I saw the trailer for that. I was like, oh, I'm not seeing this. Like, people were like, Gem's gonna be great. I was like, I don't know why all you ladies are getting excited.
Like,
this movie looks bad.
That screener was so fucking bizarre, because there were like me and one other person in the press row, and there were like
no one else could. They were like, nah,
and there were like
I don't even want to see this free movie.
Maybe 7 or 8 people in the audience.
Damn.
Wow.
It was empty, dude.
Jesus.
So no
and
one
like
wanted to see
the
it.
poor folks from the marketing people who were like, so what'd you think? And I was just like,
just stare at them. How dare you even have a screener for this shit?
I was like, that was so fucking awful.
Well, my favorite thing to do with the people who provide us the screeners is when they ask us on the way out if I hate a movie, I'm like, no. No. That's what I did with Rampage. They were like, oh, what'd you think? I was like, no. And they just burst out laughing. I'm like, sorry, this is
bad.
shit. This shit.
They know.
Yeah, absolutely they know. So Paramount and Hasbro are getting together to make Mask. Again, they're getting F. Gary Gray to do it. You would know him from Straight Outta Compton and The Fate of the Furious, which was fine. Straight Outta Compton was great. F. Gary Gray is just, he does good movies. Like, never amazing, never terrible. He's just like right down the line. So I think he actually is probably a pretty good person to start off the Hasbro Cinematic Universe, because you need
Mask.
So okay, I'm not.
But you need a win, right? Like, if you're gonna do this, you need a win, and it needs to just be solid.
Familiar with Mask.
So
Neither am I.
Really? Wow, that's crazy to me. So Mask was a cartoon in the 80s. Mask is an acronym for the Mobile Armored Strike Command with a K. Keep that in mind. With a K, which is a task force led by Matt Tracker with 2 Ks.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I thought about that when I was reading it. I was like, Terrence isn't going to enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why I pointed it out. Whose goal is to take out a evil criminal organization named Venom. I mean, it's just basic good guys versus bad guys. It's like G.I. Joe, but they would put on these helmets and like they'd be on like a motorcycle, but then it could turn into a helicopter, or
So like the exact midpoint between G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Yeah. The vehicles didn't talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. So, again, F. Gary Gray is the exact right person for this. Yeah. So, I mean, he did a fucking Fast and Furious movie. It's going to be over-the-top vehicles and some dialogue. It's fine. It's fine. Will I see it? Probably. I'm a sucker for stupid shit. So, yeah, I'll see it. It's probably going to be dumb. Speaking of dumb, they're making a Birds of Prey movie over at DC, and Kathy Yan is going to direct it. I don't know who that is.
And neither do I.
So I meant to go to IMDb and find out who this one was before the show. But she is the first Asian woman to direct a comic book movie. And I would argue, I don't know why you said that, because she's kind of the first Asian woman to do just about anything in Hollywood, because Asian women don't get any fucking credit for anything. She did direct a movie called Dead Pigs in 2018, which I've never heard of. And she also directed According to My Mother. So, okay. She doesn't have any other, and by the way, Dead Pigs is the only full-length movie that she's ever done.
I mean,
I can respect them trying to go out on a limb here.
Them taking somewhat of a chance here. But of course,
Zazie Beetz was in Dead Pigs.
Huh?
Zazie Beetz.
Oh, I like Zazie Beetz. All right.
So, yeah. Hopefully it's good. DC needs a win. They need several wins.
Are you excited for a Birds of Prey movie?
No.
Are you not a fan of that series of comics?
I don't care. Like, I don't. I genuinely don't give a shit.
Wow. Dead Pigs has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so Okay. Oh, that's out of 6 reviews. That doesn't count for anything.
Like the thing about this shit is like with everything with DC, like a trailer has to come out and look genuinely good.
Yeah, but even then, people don't trust it.
Right.
I don't.
No,
I'm not gonna. Even if the Aquaman trailer comes out and looks good, I'm still not gonna trust it.
No, I'm gonna need to see it.
We haven't seen an Aquaman trailer yet.
Yeah,
we've been talking. December.
Oh, December. Okay, well,
we should have gotten a teaser at least at this point. Like we should be seeing like a full trailer, maybe late summertime, when it's like we're in the crazy and it's like there's superhero movies and shit like that. Like there should be a solid push to get an Aquaman trailer before Infinity War. There absolutely should be.
During it,
Well, they got a week.
Yeah, shit comes out fucking Friday.
I don't think we're gonna get one.
No, I don't either.
I don't think so maybe we'll get one. Maybe we'll get one for Ant-Man
and the Wasp.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe, but I would argue why you wouldn't have one done before in time for Infinity War is beyond me. But I don't work at DC, so my brain works. I don't know. This seems like a fool's move.
So fucking stupid.
As far as Birds of Prey is concerned, I like the idea of Birds of Prey, right? Because the concept was that they were going to have Batgirl, Huntress, and
Hawker?
No, Huntress, Batgirl, and who's the other fucking person in Birds of Prey?
Some bitch.
Wow, I am like totally blanking. I feel really bad, and I'm sure someone is screaming right now.
I'm gonna look it up.
Is she a bird?
No, it's
Harley Quinn.
Oh, it's Black Canary.
Black Canary. Thank you. So the 3 of them versus the concept was it was going to be the 3 of them versus 3 villains. Harley Quinn being sort of the leader of
Harley
the villain.
Quinn, probably Ivy and
Poison Ivy and Catwoman.
Yeah,
that was the talk. So like I like that idea. Like that's cool. Like a super women centric story. And like look, Margot Robbie was one of the better parts of Suicide Squad, which was a piece of garbage. So
it's another movie I haven't seen all the way through.
That is not worth it. So like I like that idea. I don't know anything about this director to have any feeling one way or the other. I just really don't. So hopefully they pull it off. I hope they don't. I hope that this is carving out a part of the DC universe, like the Batman part of the universe, because that would be kind of cool. The only problem with that is I was thinking about this the other day. What are the other parts of the DC universe? Like
there aren't any.
There like nobody else has cutouts like that. Where like. The Avengers have a cutout of the universe where the Guardians have their cosmic part of the universe. Like, the universe is set up like that. Now, granted, I'm not as big of a DC person, so, I'm sure someone's like, well, there's the blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't, Batman seems like such an overarching hand of that universe that it doesn't seem like,
the thing is, it is, and it has been for so long in every facet of the media. It's been the movies and the comics and the video games and this, that, and the other. It's been like, Batman. And I, personally, am fucking over it. Like...
Yeah, they're running him into the ground.
I understand that Batman is a popular character. I understand that there are a lot of things to like about Batman.
He's a Marvel character.
Batman doesn't need 6 comic books. There doesn't need to be Detective Comics, Batman and Robin, and then... You have all the related books. You've got Nightwing and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, I'm sick. I'm sick of Batman. I am sick of the Bat family at large. Yeah. Fucking cool it on the Bat shit, DC, and maybe give some love to your other characters. And hey, maybe you would have better success in the comic books because you're not just pushing Batman and Batman villains at everyone all the time.
Well, and it's funny because people are like, oh, DC's comics are kicking Marvel's ass. Okay, take out all the Batman books and all the Batman related books. Which ones?
Yeah.
They're not because there's nothing. If you rip Batman out of that universe, that foundation of the entire universe falls apart, and that's ridiculous.
Understand that DC stands for Detective Comics. That being said, let's fucking diversify a little bit here.
Like, no one's like, hey man, the Detective Comics extended universe is dope. No, it's just DC Comics. Like, just come on. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to see a cutout. I don't have a problem with that. Micah had mentioned that a number of weeks ago, and I think it's a good idea. Like a cutout of the Batman universe. Like just like cool, you can just build it and like You can throw in fucking Red Hood and all that ancillary insanity, and you can have that part of the universe. And then you can have the Aquaman part of the universe, and the Superman part. Why doesn't Superman have a cut out of the universe? Because you never gave him any villains worth shit. You really didn't, right? Because you fucking hyper focused on one guy. So they got to figure out a way to balance it a little bit. I think that's one of the reasons why Marvel is in such a good place right now. Because even with losing Evans and Downey, and I don't think Hemsworth is leaving right away. No. He's like, we finally fucking nailed it. I am staying, right? But even with losing those two guys at some point, the universe doesn't collapse because you have its balance. And that goes for the books as well, right? Like, even if Captain America somehow is knocked out of commission for, let's say they stop doing Captain America comics, it wouldn't crumble the rest of the fucking books.
No, because you still have a bunch of different books that, one, still carry the very much superhero action sort of torch, but beyond that, like, Squirrel Girl is a good superhero book that is also comedic. Miss Marvel is a good superhero book that is also teen drama.
Right, like, but she's also becoming kind of a bedrock of that universe, too.
Yes.
Yeah. No, they play it a lot smarter. They don't always nail it, granted, but they play it a lot smarter to spread things out. And I think that's one of the problems with what you're seeing of, like, every announcement is so Batman-centric.
Right.
So, we'll see.
Sick of it. I'm also sick of whatever this bullshit is.
Steven Spielberg is going to direct a movie for DC. What?
Okay.
Called
BlackHawk?
Look, I work in comic books, and I don't even know what the fuck BlackHawk is.
Well, that's because you're not an old, like a 65-year-old white man's like, I remember the old funny pages when they were talking about planes and taking down Nazis. Yo, that was 1,000 years ago. Right. Who cares? So Steven Spielberg is going to make Red Tails 2, the white one.
Unfortunate.
In the world of comics, BlackHawk is a wartime adventure series focusing on the titular BlackHawk, who commanded a squadron of ace pilots, also known as the Blackhawks or the BlackHawk Squadron. The squadron would battle the Axis powers. Oh, we're in World War II again. As well as more fantastic supervillains and war machines, such as the memorable shark planes, which could operate in water as well as in the air. While the team debuted in 1941 in the heart of comics' golden age, they also have been adapted to the modern era as part of the New 52.
I don't remember that at all.
And have spawned a well-known DC heroine, Lady Blackhawk, who joined the series in the late 1950s.
Really?
Well, by the way...
Whoops the fuck is Lady Blackhawk?
Well, according to DCComics.com, she's very popular. Very popular with the kids. Everyone loves her. She's the Captain Marvel of the DC universe. She's getting her own movie. Lady Blackhawk and the Blackhawk.
I saw this
Who
story.
The fuck is that?
I saw the story, and my first thought was, y'all niggas ain't slick. Like, okay, you've got Steven Spielberg directing a DC comic.
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
I'm like, nigga, no, you don't. You really don't. No one knows who the fuck this is.
Also,
and they're not gonna know when it comes out. No one's gonna know until you see the DC logo. I'm like, oh shit, what?
You know what? Yeah. This movie's gonna come out, and a bunch of 35-year-old mediocre-looking white men are gonna be like, "Oh, I know who BlackHawk is. Yeah, I've been reading BlackHawk forever. Yeah, do you know who BlackHawk is?
Like, no, bitch.
And neither did you.
Neither do you.
You're gonna have a bunch of gatekeeping ass nerd boys out there.
Yeah, I just thought
fucking it was... mayonnaise McPolo shirt up out here.
Yo, I'm gonna Photoshop a fucking polo shirt where a jar of mayonnaise wearing a polo shirt. Yeah, I'm doing that.
White boys ain't shit.
You're married to one.
So I have personal experience.
Mayonnaise McPolo.
Sorry, Chris.
I mean, you married her, dude. You knew what this was. Mayonnaise McPolo shirt. Yep, that's a show title. Thank you very much. Yeah, I agree with Terrence, though, fundamentally. They really thought they were saying, like, we got Steven Spielberg to direct a movie for the DC extended universe.
Yeah.
Like, the part that's not connected. Like, come on, man. And look, it's not really a comic book movie, right? This is just Steven's... He's just making a World War II plane movie. Like, and he was just like, I don't know. Yeah, sure, BlackHawk, that sounds cool. I could use some of the wackadoo villains.
Is...
They stay losing, man. Stay losing.
They're like meth addicts. You know, people on meth just fucking run around and do all kinds of crazy shit. They need like Ritalin so they can focus.
Yeah,
it's getting on my goddamn nerves.
Well, it's just like
because they just throw anything.
But again, it is emblematic to the number one problem they have. They chase celebrity names.
Yes.
Yeah,
hey,
Steven Spielberg.
Fuck, you want to do something? Cool.
Yeah.
What do you? They go. What do you want to do? Are you in charge of Steven Spielberg in charge? Like, I feel like Steven Spielberg is like, I want to do BlackHawk, and they're just like, yeah, that's not really in our plans. Okay, you're Steven Spielberg,
right?
I feel like DC probably saw the fact that, despite the fact that it is a fucking terrible story, Ready Player One came out to decent reviews and has been making a decent amount of money, and they were like, "Oh, Steven Spielberg does nerd shit now." You want to do some nerd shit for us? And he was like, I'd actually like to make a World War II movie. And they were like, okay. Like,
yeah, we've got this comic book called BlackHawk.
They just literally like went through. They were like, do we have fucking World War II plane? BlackHawk, you want to do BlackHawk? And he's like, no, okay. Yeah. He's like, I'm not going to read that. I'm just going to call him BlackHawk and then make a plane movie. And they were like, yeah, that seems fine. That's fine. That's fine.
That's exactly what.
Can we put the DC logo in front of it? He's like, you put whatever the fuck you want. You want Aquaman to walk on the screen? I don't give a fuck. Give me my money. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck about this. This is not in the DCEU. What are you doing? So there's the DCEU. There's the Martin Scorsese produced Joker prequel. That's still somehow happening. Still a thing? According to them, it is. So that's somehow happening. So that's kind of disconnected from the DCEU. And then there's BlackHawk, which is also not connected. What the fuck are you doing? What is this? What is the plan?
I like this second paragraph here. In announcing the film, Warner Brothers Pictures Group Chairman Toby Emmerich said, "We are so proud to be the studio behind Steven Spielberg's latest hit and are thrilled to be working with him again on this new action adventure. We can't wait to see what new ground he will break in introducing BlackHawk to movie audiences worldwide."
All right.
If I was like this DCComics.com, I'd be like, "You don't know who the fuck BlackHawk is, my nigga."
Like
they don't know. I feel like
knows.
the people writing BlackHawk had to like go into their archives and fucking read me like what
they were like,
what
"Yo, what
this?
the fuck is a BlackHawk?
Was this an adventure? We don't even know."
I just find it hilarious. By the way, Ready Player One has made $485 million.
Fuck.
Wow. Yeah, it's
I hate that shit because that's going to enable Ernest Cline to write more shitty books.
Yeah, I've seen some of the other shit.
His other movie just got his other book just got greenlit.
What is that?
Armada. AKA the book that contains all of the shitty writing but none of the references. So people read it and they were like, wow, it's bad. And I was like, yes, Ready Player One was also bad. You just didn't realize it because you were too busy getting a boner to all the Ghostbusters references. So
yeah,
I'm not wrong. Ready Player One is a shitty book.
No, I think most people would agree with you, actually. The thing about Ready Player One, the movie, was they were like, yeah, we changed all the shit that was terrible. Yeah, you're welcome. Like, that's what they did. And people
I'm
were
not
like,
seeing it.
Oh,
I want Ernest Cline to stop writing, period. End of sentence.
Like, I've seen him. I don't want to I don't want him to write anymore either.
Here's the thing. I will watch.
He just looks weird.
I will watch this movie. I will watch Ready Player One when it comes on Netflix.
No, I won't.
I'm not spending.
I want to see it, but I don't want to pay for it.
No, I'll catch it on streaming. Thanks, but no thanks.
No, I'm not doing it.
Last but not least, Vin Diesel buys the rights to the Triple X franchise.
Speaking of things that Mayonnaise McPolo shirts are into,
are they into Triple X?
No, I
can't imagine.
Probably not Mayonnaise McPolo shirts, but maybe Mayonnaise McTrenchcoat.
Yeah, look, everybody who really thinks these movies are good has like 9 Affliction shirts. That is a fact. And they wore them to the screening.
Yo, that movie was fucking ridiculous as fuck, dude. I was so hyped to see it, and it was a letdown.
The funny thing is, I liked the first one for what it was. It was bad, but I liked the first one. I never saw the Ice Cube one. I certainly didn't see the return of Xander Cage.
How old is this nigga? He's like 51.
He's 50, yeah, he is.
Come on, Vin.
And he's just like, he really has just kind of given up, like getting in shape. Like, he's just saying.
He doesn't.
He's just like, really, I'm just big now.
I'm just, yeah.
He's just big.
Whatever.
He's a big dude.
I'm fine. It'll work out.
Will it? Between the Riddick films, Fast and Furious, and even Guardians of the Galaxy, Vin Diesel knows his way around a film franchise. That seems like a interesting opening sentence. So on Tuesday, it was announced that Vin Diesel and his One Race Films has partnered with finance and production company The H Collective to acquire the rights to the XXX franchise, purchasing it from Revolution Studios. This also comes on the heels of an announcement of a new installment of XXX 4 X's. I don't need this to exist. However, I like the idea of Vin Diesel just going, nah, I realize this Fast and Furious thing is coming to an end soon. So I'm just going to create this other franchise and just move it all over. Because, like, in the last one, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he try to, like, create a family of, like, these badasses with, like, Donnie Yen?
One of them was a DJ. That was his skill. He was a DJ.
Well, someone's got to lay down the beats, Terrence.
You can't fight when the music's not playing. That's stupid.
He was a DJ. Like, that's it. Like, he didn't do anything else.
What's your powers? This is what I got.
You
right?
win.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. So,
yeah, that movie was fucking stupid.
It
did have that. Really was.
Was that Aishwarya Rai?
Who?
Aishwarya Rai, the Indian woman in that. I don't think that's her, but
I have not seen any of the XXX movies.
That is a shame.
Any of the Riddick movies.
Pitch Black. Pitch Black is a damn good movie.
And I have not seen any of the Fast and Furious movies.
That still cannot. How?
I'm a white woman.
Yo, are you kidding me? Go! I will take a picture in the theater. Everyone, Fast and the Furious. Those movies are the Martin Luther King dream of film.
Really?
Right? Yeah, one. Allow me to explain. One, the cast is incredibly diverse, right?
That's
Two, the audience is super diverse. It is the one moment in time where we all come together, black, white, Latino, Asian, to watch a bunch of people defy physics and do the most outlandish shit, but everyone is having a good time. I saw a Fast and Furious movie, I think it was 6, by myself early on a Sunday morning. I was like, I had to see it before, like, do something else. My wife was like, I am not seeing that with you. Get the fuck out of here. You're insane. So I was like, I'm going to see Fast and Furious. I went and saw it. Sunday morning, it's like noon, and it was me and like 5 other people in that theater. And these dudes, I was sitting in the back, in the center, like where I like to sit. And these other dudes clearly had the same thing. So they came and they sat like right next to me. And when the movie came on, we were high-fiving each other. We didn't know each other. It was awesome. I'm telling you, that movie, it brings people together. It's so ridiculous that people go, you know what? I didn't like those people when I walked in. But I feel better about it. I'm telling you, the Fast and Furious movies are the Martin Luther King's dream of movies. They are. No movie has worked harder to bring people of all races and creeds together than those stupid-ass movies. I'm telling you. It's the only movie that people can appreciate Tyrese's acting ability, and that says a lot. It says a lot.
Is he coming back?
Oh, I think
you better shut the fuck up. Boy, yeah,
you gotta pipe down, Tyrese. Don't fuck your money up, man.
Yeah.
Look, he posted more Instagram videos of him crying about The Rock.
Look, The Rock is getting on my goddamn nerves too, but don't fuck your money up, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not letting The Rock fuck up our sweet Amazon money that we get 0.4%. He gets on my goddamn nerves. So, yeah. No, I would argue the Fast and Furious movies are good for humanity.
Right.
They're not good for Hollywood, but they're good for humanity. Yeah. These XXX movies, I'm good. Unless somebody tells me this new one's good, I'm not seeing it. And I'm not seeing the third one. I'm not watching a movie that has a DJ as a secondary hero. Like, that's
that shit was like, because they announced they introduce him, and I'm like, okay, he's a DJ. What else does he do? He's a DJ. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Got a sniper, of course, is the woman, because the sniper is always the woman in these movies now.
Yeah, that's
Widowmaker.
That's the hot chick from Orange is the New Black.
What's her name?
She's Australian. She's got great lips. Anyway, she does.
Ruby Rose.
Yeah, Ruby Rose. There you go. I like her. She's cool though. She's not a very good actress, unfortunately. Okay, shout out to folks who sign up for premium content. Make sure you go to the nerdpocalypse.com/premium sign up. It's $5 a month or $50 for the full year. We had a number of signups this week, so thank you. I don't have your names in front of me, unfortunately. I will shout you out by name next week. All right, What the Fuck brought to you by JTD. Carrie, you are up.
All right, this bitch made a bikini out of frogs.
This was originally for Micah, but this absolutely works for you. Thank you.
No, it does. I like the headline because it says Louisiana woman creates frog bikini, and it's riveting.
Yeah, all right, Huffington Post.
So basically,
what the fuck?
She lives in Henderson, Louisiana. She grew up hunting and fishing around the bayou. Her father taught her not to waste anything from the animal, so she basically caught a bunch of frogs. She removed the meat and then she
stuffed them.
Yeah, stuffed them. Let me see because I know it said so. Once the frog hides were dried, she sewed them together with sinew and then covered them with several layers of shellac in order to make the bikini waterproof.
Yeah, white people are really weird.
White people are super weird, but
Carrie, are you doing this?
No.
Is this what goes down in the South?
I guess so.
Yo,
in
JTD.
The bayou?
Yo, JTD. I know you're in Alabama, but get your people. Like,
this is fucking wild.
Frog gigging.
Yeah, she says she hopes her frog bikini inspires more people to find ways to use materials they would otherwise discard. However, she has no plans to go into business selling similar suits. The process isn't really efficient enough to charge a reasonable price. I'd be more inclined to give them a more detailed explanation of how I made mine. Stuffing a frog is definitely not a carefully guarded trade secret. So, Look, I think this is weird. However, I think the idea of using all the parts of something rather than throwing away something that can be used for a different purpose is fine and acceptable.
Yeah.
This bitch crazy though.
I can appreciate the
spirit.
Artwork.
Tits? Oh, sorry.
Oh.
That's fine.
It's all right.
But
she got cute little ones.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Out of frogs of all things.
Yeah. The people down in the bayou are wild. I need y'all to just settle down, man. Go to school.
Raging Cajuns.
Yeah, apparently. All right. Oh my God. Go ahead, Terrence.
Woo!
Right, because of course. A religious leader called Penis Baba pulls a car 100 feet using his dick while stunned crowds watch. Yeah.
I'm going to watch
You doing
video.
this? Can you pull a car with your dick? Is your manhood powerful enough?
No, it's
probably,
not.
but I'm not going to try.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to say no, and no, mine isn't either.
No, I'm not doing this. I don't like things near my penis. I don't like pulling things.
Yeah, is this real? Penis. Or somebody down there hitting the gas?
Somebody lightly touching the gas pedal. This nigga ain't pulling nothing with his dick. Because this just seems he's doing it way too nonchalant.
It's not even trying.
Nah. Or maybe he is. There's got to be some, they're pushing that thing. Someone's pushing that. Get the fuck out of here.
What if he could? What is the obsession with hurting your own penis?
I do not know.
Not to be graphic or rude here.
No, definitely be graphic and rude, actually.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be. But, protect your dick. It's the only one you have. It's really important. To, not just sex, but, peeing. It's one of, very important functions.
What happens after you pull a car 100 feet with your dick and you got to use the restroom?
Your dick
everything
falls
has
off.
got,
your dick falls off.
I'm pretty everything sure. Would be swollen. Everything. Your body would just be yo, what the fuck are you doing? Right? If you lift weights and you lift a lot of weights on one body part, it's sore the next day.
Yeah.
I don't pull cars when I go to the gym with my arms, okay? Which would be more practical than with my junk. That's a terrible idea. Don't do this, Penis Baba, and don't go by that name.
Penis Baba.
I mean, it probably
what
gets you
else
a
is
lot
he doing with his dick?
Not the right things. Hey, ladies, you know I could pull a Toyota? Like, yeah, it looks like it. It's very mangled. Ugh, God. That thing's got to look like it's just been beaten with a claw hammer.
It just looks like raw hamburger. At a certain point.
I can still do it. It doesn't really matter if you
Stop
can.
it.
I don't see where it begins and ends anymore.
Baba said it is not art. It is the power of God.
Nope.
The power of devotion.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's the power of a guy.
Any person can go to any extent by doing devotion to God.
Nope.
I disagree.
I don't
Where is
believe
he
that.
tying this off? Is it at the it's got to be around the balls
Right?
too, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't just
You need that extra bit of leverage, otherwise that shit's gonna slip right off.
and your
Yeah.
dick.
I've seen enough dicks to know what they look like.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, that's a sentence I just said.
I've seen it. Wait.
No.
Can we rewind and
No,
say, hold?
Like,
What
you-
I
you-
meant
you-
was in
you
a.
need- you would need to have
You
the
have-
rope. It has to go behind the balls, otherwise
Yeah.
it's gonna slip right
I don't
off.
like this conversation. Is what I'm saying.
You know what this
I
reminds.
don't tie shit around my nuts. I'm not pulling anything with my nuts
Okay.
or my balls.
Okay.
I don't. I'm sick of you, JTV. You're getting on my fucking nerves.
Okay,
Every week.
Here's a question.
It's
Here's a question.
dick stories. I'm sick of it.
Here's a question. Have you ever seen Sin City? The movie.
Yes.
Remember when he just grabs the yellow bastard's balls and
yanks them
Dignity's
off.
like fucking rips them off? This is what that reminds me of. It was a really unfortunate moment.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Yo,
Maybe this is
one
what he
local
needs
said
in
the
order
villagers
to
said that
get
Baba
off.
had gone away to practice penance and knowledge in his childhood and
No.
has returned after years.
Nah, he went screaming into the woods. No, you know what? He got it removed and then got a metal dick. And he was like, no, it's normal. It's normal. I can pull a car now. It's like, yeah, but you don't have a dick anymore.
He ain't pull this shit.
Maybe he had just a dildo. Like he just had a strap on and that's what he tied it to. Like that would make sense.
It would make way more sense.
I mean, there's a lot of charlatans in India. I got to imagine. I'd be like, all right, that's cool. Let me see your dick. I don't want to, but
I'm gonna
have to ask. I'm gonna need proof, my guy. Like, nah.
Also, why is a guy pulling a car with his dick a religious act?
Because religion is stupid. I'm sorry. I think I got. Look, in this case, I think I got an award-winning argument.
Yeah.
This shit doesn't make any sense.
If religion,
I have no
if
counterpoint.
religion makes you pull cars with your penis, I want no parts of it.
Yeah,
I don't
think
need that
that's
in my
selfish.
life.
But
Look,
Terrence, you'll be
here's-
able to do that. I told you.
Here's what I know about
when
religion.
do you learn that you are able to do that?
I understand that sometimes religion makes you hold a snake, and I understand that sometimes religion makes you eat a nasty cracker and tell people the bad things that you did that week. And I know that religion has a naked guy on a cross.
One, he's not naked, but your knowledge of religion is amazing. But go ahead. Sure.
And sometimes you are told to sit in a dark little box with a strange man who you don't know and tell him things, and I think that's weird.
Yeah, no,
That's a little strange.
Why is confessional considered like a normal thing? That's what I want to know.
Because you say 10 Hail Marys and drink some
they have
blood
to tell all their sins
so to be absolved of them.
Yeah, they got to tell it to a guy on earth so that they're all gone when you go up to heaven. Because it's not like
They didn't see you do it.
right or
'Cause they're a bunch of
Jesus is
fucking-
like, yo, I heard you that box is in a Jesus-proof box. I can still hear what you're saying in there. You murdered that guy, you piece of shit. What the fuck? He's like, no, but I told him. He's like, yeah, you said that shit out loud. I was getting you to admit it. Now that you said it, you go to hell. Never confess to a priest. That's just a way. Look. Why don't you just dime
Religion
yourself out
is
to the
like-
cops?
I think I didn't grow up in a
trust it.
church.
I
So
did. Unfortunately, we're black. You kind of have to
Yeah.
go.
I had no choice.
Yeah. My heathen wife didn't either. She didn't.
I had to go to Sunday school.
How the fuck did you go to Sunday school and not go to church?
I don't know. I think that was the compromise.
Yeah, because Sunday school is like just bullshit.
No, yeah. I mean, I colored pictures of Jesus for a few years, and I only went because I knew I got a donut after Sunday school was over. And then the donut stopped being enough of a motivator because I got bored. I was like, this is dumb.
I'm gonna go to Dunkin'
I remember
Donuts.
learning about
exactly. Like, I'm just going to Dunkin'
what
Donuts.
that shit is called. The Stations of the Cross. I remember learning about the Stations of the Cross.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I think that's what that's called.
Is that the Eucharist? I don't know what any of those. I don't know the moves. Like, what are the moves, right? Like, it's like
there's a little bit of voguing.
Yeah. And then like you touch a little boy, I guess. Anyway,
Wow.
Religion is stupid. Don't put cars on your dick.
Yeah, I think that's really what we're getting at here. It seemed like a long way to get there, but just don't strap a car to your dick. I mean, or do. I don't know. The world needs less children. As far as yeah, you're doing this one? I can say honestly, I don't know.
No, I am not.
Yeah, I don't know.
There is no I don't know in this one. Fuck.
Oh, this?
No.
I'm not putting that shit in my mouth. Absolutely not.
Okay, let me read the story before anyone jumps to conclusions as to what it is. Durham, North Carolina, God's country.
Of course it's in North Carolina.
This is not a joke. Bull City Burger and Brewery, and you better be drinking a lot, is offering guest burgers topped with a hairy giant tarantula.
Look at that fucking picture.
You
would try that.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't know.
You
I don't know.
freak the fuck out as soon as they brought that.
Yeah,
hamburger.
I think I would.
Nah, fuck that and throw it off the table.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even touch it. I don't think I'd even be able to touch the burger.
Here's what I would do.
It's dead, and I still wouldn't be able to touch it.
Here's what I would do. If the tarantula was ground up in the meat,
nope.
I would try that.
I would try it.
But
I don't
it's
want to
just
eat a spider that looks like a spider.
Yeah, I don't want to have.
I don't want it near me. Like, I wouldn't be able to sit next to anyone even eating it.
No.
The burger offered on the menu.
The rest of the burger sounds great.
By the way, they have a bunch of really crazy burgers. They have alligator, iguana, python, bison, turtles, bugs.
I would probably try all of those.
Turtle burger?
There's Abby's Burger Bistro that Michael was talking about last week.
In Baltimore?
They have a new place in Fells. I was talking to a friend of mine who was just there. They had camel.
Yeah.
They had camel burgers.
They have camel. They have kangaroo there.
I've had kangaroo before. It's good. I've never had camel. I would definitely try a camel burger. I don't want to try a tarantula that looks like a tarantula.
Nope.
Like that.
You crush that shit up because the rest of the burger, it's a 100% North Carolina pasture-raised beef burger with Gruyere cheese.
Nigga, that shit is $30.
Yeah, it's $30.
Yeah, because these
tarantulas aren't cheap.
Yeah, because they're like farm raised. They're farm raised, oven roasted tarantulas. Like, all right.
I don't like that picture.
No,
I can't look at it.
I'm
like, I would freak the fuck out. Like, if somebody let me get the tarantula burger and someone like you, if you were to order that and you put that shit on the fucking, I wouldn't leave. I couldn't look at it. I'm like, I gotta go. I hate spiders.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm not a. This is actually making me very uncomfortable. Since a limited 18 zebra tarantulas are available for customers to try, interested guests are required to come to the restaurant and sign up for a tarantula raffle. A ticket a day is drawn until tarantulas run out, and winners get a chance to come in and enjoy the burger. You can stay up to date on the Tarantula Challenge by following Bull City Burger on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Ew. Or you can just go to Thailand and eat them shits like street food.
No, they do scorpions.
Yeah,
tarantulas too.
Oh, I'm not doing that. But I would try scorpions.
I've seen an episode of Bizarre Foods where they just eat tarantulas like it's fucking candy.
Yeah, I would try. I'm
good source of protein.
Yeah, but they're
not enough.
Tarantulas.
No.
Just take a protein shake if you needed that bad. It's fine.
Protein shakes and fucking.
You just put some tarantulas in there. I did have cricket protein powder at one point. It was awful, but it was like unflavored. It was really disgusting. I mean, it was disgusting. And I paid like $20 for that because they're like, "Oh,
of course you did."
Yeah, no, because it was like a fuller protein. Like it was like a better protein. And I tried. And I was like, I know this was $20, but I was like, trash. Like I was like, I'm never gonna drink this. This is disgusting. I was like, I'll go back to fucking Metrex. Like I'm good. Like fuck this noise. I'm not eating that. Yeah, but let's see. I'm on the Bull City Twitter account. This exotic meat month special is a 5-ounce North Carolina Chipotle turkey burger topped with provolone cheese, house-made buttermilk Chipotle sauce, sliced red onions, leaf lettuce, served on a house-baked bun. There's nothing crazy about that.
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
Yeah, it just sounds really good. It's a turkey burger. Okay, that's kind of weird. I'm not eating a bug burger like that. Mm-mm. I did hear what's name's half mushroom burger at Sonic is pretty good. I want to try that. All right,
Sonic.
Yeah, they're
half mushroom burger. What is that?
Yeah, they like it's a fucking burger, but half of it is mushroom, like ground up mushroom.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to do this whole thing for like getting people to eat less meat. But apparently it's really good. There's a Sonic right around the corner. I actually want to try it. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's on Joppa Road. Trailers this week. Hotel Artemis. I thought this looked pretty good. It's interesting. Fun. So this is starring Sterling K. Brown, Paperboy from Atlanta, and Jodie Foster and Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's basically about a secret hospital for criminals, which apparently Sterling K. Brown and Paperboy end up going to because Paperboy gets shot, robbing some people, and then the hospital is attacked by some other villains, a crew of villains run by Jeff Goldblum, who looks super cool in this movie. He looks great. So, yeah, it looks fun. I think it's kind of funny just as an observation that Jodie Foster, who bagged on the superhero movie genre, is kind of in like a Suicide Squad kind of movie.
Yeah,
but
she looks,
okay.
Charlie Day, Dave Bautista, Jeff Goldblum, Sterling K. Brown. There's a lot of fucking people in this movie.
I worry about that sometimes in movies like this, though. Like, that this is one of those, hey, how did you get all these people in it? And it's like you turn out to be the brother of like somebody. That was like that movie Gringo that I saw recently. But the guy's directing this. He's a first-time director, but he did write he wrote the screenplay for Iron Man 3 and then wrote the story for Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. So
he's not totally fresh.
He's not, but this is his first time directing.
Right.
So we'll see. But he's a pretty accomplished writer too.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
That's right. Final trailer for Deadpool 2. This looks fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was relatively impressed.
Yep. I want to see it.
I was leery that they weren't going to be able to recapture that magic that they got in the first one, but it looks like not only did they recapture, but they went overboard. They went overboard, and I think in a good way. Like, yeah. So, I'm still
kind of personally, slowly but surely, warming up to the idea of Brolin as Cable.
He's got the look. I think he's got the look down.
Yeah, I'm going to be mad if this comes out and I determine that they fucked Cable up. But from this trailer, he looks really good. Yeah. My concern, because I posted the trailer in the fan group, and Micah said he was concerned that they were sort of like using some of their best jokes in the trailer. And I think that's a fair sort of hesitation to have about it, because there's a lot of really good moments in this. And I'm like, if this turns out to be like the best 5 or 6 moments in the movie at large, I'm going to be a little mad.
Yeah, that would be a real shame. So I hope not, but it does look good, man. Like, there has never been an X-Men movie that's looked this good.
No.
Just balls to the wall fun. Like, it just looks fucking like a good time. So, this is what people have wanted.
Right.
Like, Fox is like, somehow can't get it. I'm like, they got it. It's right there. Right. If you had been doing this for fucking 17 years.
Person directing those movies.
Well, that Bryan Singer needs to fucking go to jail, probably. Yep. But, yeah, I mean, one of the lingering questions is who's really the villain in this movie. We were talking before the show. Obviously, Cable in the trailers has been framed as the antagonist.
Right.
But, like, anyone who's read the comic books knows that, like, yeah, he's, like, maybe more of an anti-hero than, like, a true hero.
Right.
But he's not a bad guy. And he's never really been the villain. So, my working theory here is that we know that Deadpool and X-Force are trying to protect this kid whose powers are not really known, and we don't really know the kid's name yet either. Yeah. So my theory is that Cable has come back in time to kill this kid because that kid turns into one of the big bads in the future. And that Deadpool and X-Force will eventually have to be like, oh, whoops. Yeah, we're protecting this kid. Cable was right. We got to kill this kid now. Like,
my guess, and this is just purely a guess and not based on anything. My guess is he's Apocalypse. He's a young version of Apocalypse, which would be cool. We haven't seen his powers. They show him like kind of like knock something.
He
away.
Has like there's something in like one of the earlier trailers where like he's like yelled and there's like sort of fire around him. But that's really it. That could be any number of things.
So the way this trailer's cut, there was a scene that looked like he was like knocking something away from him, like with like a blast.
Yeah.
But you don't know if that's him or the way it's cut.
Yeah.
So who has no idea?
They left Shatterstar's dumb 90s helmet on.
Yeah, good. That's who he is.
Yep.
That's a part of that look, man. You cannot run from it. Everyone looks good. And Peter. Peter the fucking rando. Look, I hope, somebody said it in our fan group. They were like, I hope Peter is a complete badass. I hope he is. Like, just surprisingly, you're just like, who the fuck is this guy?
Like the cab driver, who's also clearly back.
Yeah. No, he was a good character. He was great. So I need to sit down and watch Deadpool 1 again. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It clearly had a tiny budget. This one, they clearly amped it up. It looks like they probably doubled the budget.
I want to see what the budget is.
The budget was like $13 in the first one because it was like
it was really small.
Yeah, I mean, he literally
a bar and a room.
Yeah, it had like really 3 set pieces. I mean, that's absolutely
And then
true.
The last sequence was on like the
it was a helicarrier.
It was a helicarrier.
Yeah. So there's a rumor, incidentally, that, and I didn't put this on the docket, but I'll talk about it just because it's slightly relevant now. There is a rumor that they're going to bring in and introduce Deadpool, the X-Men, and Deadpool, some of the X-Men, I guess, and the Fantastic Four in Phase 4. And right now, they're basically pushing everything back because Marvel is like, okay, this deal is getting ready to go through, so we're just going to push all your movies back. And like X-Men Dark Phoenix is the last movie in that franchise. Like they're like, that's it. All this other shit is gone.
I'm not going to see that shit either.
But I like the idea that this feels like it could fit in the MCU with like just turnkey straight in. Like there's nothing about this is like this is wildly different or looks really boring. And
I mean,
no, it feels like a fucking MCU movie.
Tonally, it's obviously different, but a lot of people are like, oh well, if Disney buys all the X-Men stuff, then that's it for Deadpool. And I'm like, not necessarily.
No, they don't need to.
Because they'll just publish it under New Line rather than under Disney. And the thing is, there's nothing out of Marvel Studios to suggest that they would be opposed to putting out an R-rated movie.
No, even Bob Iger even said they're open to it. Yeah, because they saw that Deadpool made $785 million on a $75 million budget. Yeah, let's scrap it. That doesn't make any sense. So they're not going to scrap Deadpool in that part of the universe, but what they're going to do is they're going to fucking just jam that right into the MCU, and they're going to figure out a way to make everything else in that X-Men world work with that. Right. This will obviously be the jump-off point. Mm-hmm. And it's smart. It's just super smart. Because look, the characters look good. They're bright. They got fucking real uniforms, which is awesome, by the way, because that means now Ryan Reynolds is a part of the MCU. Fucking Terry Crews is a part of the MCU. That Zazie Beetz is a part of it. That's fucking great. That is super. That's a good cast of characters. So, hey, man. Bring him in. Yep. It's dope. And Peter is going to be in the MCU. Whoever the fuck Peter is. And last but certainly not least.
What if Peter turns out to be Hydra Bob?
Okay, that's not bad. I like that. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, fuck it. Why not?
Because Hydra Bob is a recurring character for Deadpool in general.
Yeah, he could be Hydra Bob. That's funny. Yeah, and because all you have to do is not give him, be like, actually, my name is Bob. It's not Peter, and I'm part of Hydra.
Right.
And like that's it. Like that's you only need one line.
Right.
Boom, he's Hydra Bob.
Right.
Yeah, that's not bad. I like that because Hydra Bob needs to be there. Like he's his fucking buddy. Next up, The Equalizer 2. Cool guy Denzel's back. Terrence, how excited are you for this?
I'm hype. I want the screener.
That you know what you got
like because
the shit looks dope.
Yeah,
man.
it looks. Yeah, it's old Denzel.
Do you think this looks better than the first one?
Yeah,
I do. I do too. Like it's the action feels tighter and faster. You know,
like he is fucking people up in this trailer.
Oh yeah, dude. Whatever he does with that dude's arm, I was like, ow. Yeah. And then he took the guy's hand. He was like Spock. It's like snap. Now call 911. Like, ow. Yeah, he fucked these dudes up. Dressed like a Muslim. That seems offensive, but like, whatever. Carrie, what are your thoughts on this? Did you see the first one?
No, I didn't.
It's a brutal.
I mean, movie. It's not really my style of movie, but like, trailer looks fine. Denzel kicking wholesale ass is
he really
is never a bad thing. So
yeah, he hasn't been kicking ass in a while.
No,
and he's just been playing dorks, and it's just kind of nice to see him. Like he's got the cool fucking Kango on, like just walking around kicking ass. Things are on fire. He's saying cool lines. I'm like, God damn it, this is the Denzel I miss. Thank you. It looks like he got back in shape a little bit because those last two movies, like Fences and Roman J. Israel, I was like, what have they done to you, man? You used to be a sex symbol, like dog.
65 years old. Yeah.
He threw this off a tower. It's just amazing. he looks like he's sitting next to the house that he lived in Fences with his son. They're like painting something. Shit looks dope, man. It looks really good. This is his first sequel, which is kind of wild.
Like ever. That's wild.
Given the kind of career that he's had.
I mean, he's made God knows how many fucking movies. And he's just like, nah, fuck sequels. I don't do that. But now he is. So that's cool. And Antoine Fuqua's back, which is fucking great. That guy knows how to shoot action. So it's going to be dope. Yeah, I liked the first one. I wasn't in love with it, but I liked it a lot. This to me looks like a good step up, and I'm assuming if this movie is any good, you'll get a third one to finish out the trilogy because you think Denzel's gonna walk away from this now? He's like, oh, turns out sequels are fun. I get to kick more ass. Great. So, is it more money? Yes, it is more money. Thank you. Not that Denzel needs it. Okay. Any parting words? Anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
No.
All right. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode and our talk about disco and Len and Steal My Sunshine and all that shit in the beginning. I don't remember if we were talking about. I don't think we were talking about Semisonic and Closing Time, unfortunately, before I started hitting record. But just know that we had that conversation. I like that song.
We went from how do we get?
I know that song.
I know you do.
What?
Of course you do.
Closing Time. Mm-hmm. It's a song about being born.
What soundtrack was it on, Terrence?
I don't know.
I think you do.
I don't know. No, I honestly don't know.
I'll do some Googling. I'll find the 90s white teenage movie that this is in. Get out of here. All right. That's it for us. We'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
Bye.